I'm sure you've brainstormed before. You've probably thrown a prompt or a question in class, and one person, most likely a teacher, held the power of the pen, and the loudest and the boldest got their ideas out first, while others, maybe it was you, were never heard or even ignored. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 simple rules that will help you brainstorm like a boss. And if you stick around to the end, I'll show you how to use these things correctly. Did you even know there was a wrong way to use the sticky note? Hey, it's Damien Munier and welcome to Young Startup, where I explore the tips, tools and thinking you need to start young, start smart, start up. Now, at various stages of the startup process, you'll need to brainstorm with your team. It might be really early on when you're generating ideas for your startup, or later in the process when you're creating new ways to test your assumptions, even prototype your solution. So here are 5 simple rules to follow that will level up your brainstorming game so you can truly harness the collective genius of your team. Number 1, stand up. The easiest and most effective thing you can do to get those creative juices going is to get out of your chair. It's easy to be passive or a non-contributor when you're sitting down. Writing or sticking your ideas on a vertical wall, which everyone can stand around, is also a really good way to make sure everyone can see clearly what's going on. So get your whole team up off their feet and everyone will naturally lean in. Next, go for quantity over quality. Write down every single idea. It's easy to cull ideas later than it is to come up with new ideas on the spot. Our creativity needs warming up too, and so the more ideas you generate, however unusual they might be, the more likely you are to come up with that winning idea. Good ideas take a long time to grow, so who knows, your 100th idea might turn out to be your best idea. Number 3, no criticism. There's no such thing as a bad idea, so don't judge or criticize others in your team. Sometimes that silly idea can ignite better ideas. By not judging, you also create an atmosphere that helps everyone to feel comfortable, like they can come up with their unusual ideas and not be judged. So encourage wild ideas and record and respect them all. Number 4, one conversation at a time. Despite what you and I think, we can't multitask. So listen and think about what others are saying, and only move on once all their ideas are recorded and have been heard. Number 5, be visual. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, so where possible, use drawings or post-it notes, or even cut out pictures from magazines or newspapers, whatever's going to help you to get your idea across or your message across. And on that note, here are my 5 bonus tips for using sticky notes like a skipper. Sticky notes are awesome for brainstorming if they're used correctly. So tip number 1, peel the sticky note from the side, not the bottom. Have you ever wondered why your sticky notes always curl up and then don't stick to any walls or wherever you want to stick them? Well, it's probably because you peeled them from the bottom rather than the side. And when you do, you get these really curved sticky notes. Whereas if you peel them from the side, your sticky notes stay nice and flat. Number 2, only record one idea on each sticky note. It will make it easier when you start to organize your ideas and categorize and sort them out later. If you have one idea per note. Number 3, write in capitals. 3 reasons. 1, there's not much room for anything more than that. Number 2, it's easier to read. And number 3, by writing in capitals, you're more likely to be brief because it's harder to write slabs of writing in capital letters. Number 4, use a dark marker. Write in blue or black marker. It's so much easier to read blue or black on these bright sticky notes than it is like that green highlighter or your favorite pink gel pen. And 5, if you do have different color post-it notes, use them to represent different ideas or categories. Again, it's going to help you with that sorting later. So that's my 5 tips for brainstorming like a boss and 5 bonus tips for using sticky notes like a skipper. The more of these tips that you follow, the more likely your brainstorming session will be fun, but more importantly, effective. If you got any value from this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Go forth and brainstorm!